You never expect betrayal to come from your own blood, especially not while passing the bread at a family dinner. My sister stood up, pulled out her badge, and said 5 words that froze everyone in the room. You're under arrest. What she didn't know was that the next person to walk through that door would change her life forever. The dinner. It was supposed to be normal, one of those forced family dinners where everyone pretends nothing is wrong. The table was full. My parents, my uncles, my cousins, and my sister, Captain Emily Hayes. She wore her uniform like armor, perfect posture, perfect smile, perfect authority. And me? I wore a plain suit, no medals, no insignia, just quiet confidence. That bothered her. Ever since I left the public military spotlight, she had made it her mission to remind everyone who the real officer was. Little comments. Side-eye glances. Jokes that weren't jokes. You still pretending, huh? Must be nice to play hero. I ignored it. Until she stood up. The accusation. She raised her voice so everyone could hear. I can't stay silent anymore. Forks stopped clinking. Chairs creaked. Eyes turned. She pointed straight at me. This man has been lying about his military career, gasps. He's committed stolen valor. And I have evidence. My mother froze. My father stood up halfway, confused. I looked at her calmly and said, "Emily, sit down," she smirked. Not this time. She pulled out cuffs and snapped them shut around my wrists. The humiliation. I didn't resist. That was the hardest part for them to understand. No shouting, no panic, no begging, just silence. My family stared at me like I was a stranger. My own sister read my charges out loud, loud enough to humiliate me. Fraud, impersonation, dishonorable discharge. Each word cut deeper than the last. My mother cried. My uncle shook his head in disappointment. And Emily? She looked proud. This is what happens, she said. When you lie long enough, the weight. She called for backup. Units are en route, she announced. I checked my watch, 7:42 p.m. I knew exactly what time it was. She didn't. The doorbell rang. Not sirens, not police. Heavy footsteps, measured, disciplined. The door opened. And the room changed. The general. A man in full dress uniform stepped inside. Silver stars on his shoulders. A general. Behind him, 2 military police officers. The general scanned the room. Then his eyes locked on me. He stopped, stood straight, and saluted. "General Hayes," he said. "We're here." The room collapsed into silence. My sister's face went pale. "General?" she whispered. "That's not possible." The cuffs were unlocked immediately. I stood up, slowly, calmly. The general turned to Emily. "Captain Hayes," he said coldly, "you are relieved of duty." The truth. She stammered. "This is a mistake. No." He interrupted. "This is abuse of authority." He looked around the table. "Your brother didn't fake his service. He didn't steal valor." He paused. "He commanded operations you were never cleared to know about." My family stared at me in disbelief. "You arrested a superior officer," the general continued, "in a civilian setting. Without jurisdiction." Emily's knees nearly gave out. Consequences. The cuffs went on her wrists this time. She cried, begged, said she was trying to protect the uniform. The general shook his head. "You protected your ego." As she was escorted out, she looked back at me. Not angry, broken, aftermath. I turned to my family. No anger, no gloating, just truth. I never lied, I said. I just didn't need applause. The general nodded. We're done here, and just like that, the truth stood taller than the lies. Ending. Sometimes, the people who try to destroy you don't know how powerful your silence really is. And sometimes, the truth doesn't knock. It salutes.